Welcome back to Emilee's Paper Caper and Stamping Sunday. Last week I did some stamping without stamps and I had so much fun, and there were so many great suggestions that I decided to do it again this week and use some of the techniques that were suggested in the comments. I'm going to try the medical tape again in a slightly different way. Someone suggested a feather, so I think that's going to be really cool. Things from your kitchen like a fork, a fan brush, bottle cap, a potato. I've just carved a simple line pattern in there, some masking tape, and an embossing folder. I have set out Distress Oxides. I have mowed lawn, evergreen bough, prize ribbon, and aged mahogany. And I've created 12 3x4 cards out of a 12x12 white cardstock. These are fun and easy to work with and experiment with. So what should we try first? Let's just try the bottle cap. Don't think I can get the edge, but let's try it. Oh, I did get the edge. That's kind of cool. And I always stamp on an old phone book. The main reason I do this is because that extra cushion kind of helps the image show up. But another reason that I love using an old phone book, when you get too much mess on a page, you just tear it off and you've got a whole new, fresh place to work. So that was the rim of the bottle cap, which I really like. Let's try now the full bottle cap. That's kind of cool. I like those. Bottle cap definitely has a lot of potential. Now let's try the medical tape, except last time I rolled with it. This time we're gonna cut off a piece. We're just gonna ink it up and then see what kind of texture we get when we stamp with that. Oh wow, that's cool. Very cool. Let me try a different color. Over and use the other side. Let's try some prize ribbon. Oh, that's a cool pattern. Someone suggested to put ink on masking tape. I don't know what this is going to be like, but let's try evergreen bough. Let's see what happens. Oh, that is cool. I would have never thought to do that. Kind of makes a neat impression, doesn't it? There was a little crease in there at one point where it stuck to itself, and And that kind of added to the pattern a little bit. I like that very much. Moving right along, let's try the potato. I've got some mowed lawn, and I don't know why, because it doesn't look like they would go well together. Mowed lawn and evergreen bough. Let's add some mowed lawn to this one. That's a lot of fun. Let's try a fresh sheet now. Potato really makes a cool image. I just quickly cut those lines in there, but I can see how you could cut lots of different designs in there. Let's switch to the aged mahogany. I want to kind of make some crisscross patterns. It's a lot of fun. Let's do one more. Very cool. So I'm going to stamp off that extra ink. And that's pretty inky, so let's get a fresh place to work. Let's move on to the embossing folder. This side of the embossing folder, well, I don't think it really matters. Let's try evergreen bough. Now, my friend Renee showed me once that you can actually ink your embossing folder and then run it through your Cuttlebug or whatever you have. But this time I'm just simply going to try stamping with the embossing folder and just see what we get. I don't have my Cuttlebug out right now. Hey, that is really, really awesome. I like that very much. Let's try our fork. We're gonna try some prize ribbon. That is just fun. The fork has kind of that natural curve, and so it just kind of rocks on. That's very cool. I think the feather, I've saved it for last because I think it's going to be really cool. One of these days I'm going to do a junk journal with a feather theme. I think that will be fun, so I'll have to save whatever I do here for that junk journal. Let's see what we get. Interesting. Very pretty. Let's try the other side of the feather, but first I want to fill it up. Let's try the other side of the feather. Very cool. I'm going to try another impression. Very cool. We have 2 cards left. Let's try the fan brush. Let's try aged mahogany. Oh, it's kind of soft and dainty. That's fun. I like that. Let's add a second color, shall we? Get some of that off. Let's try evergreen bough. That a lot. Let's see, what do we want to revisit? Do one last card. Let's do the fork again. That was too fun. Maybe we'll combine the fork and the brush. Okay, let's take a look at everything. That was the fork and the fan brush. The fork. There's another with a couple colors with the fan brush. The feather. This one is the feather and the potato. There's a couple with the embossing folder. Several more with the potato. And then in the background of this one is the masking tape. And here is the medical tape. And last but not least, the bottle cap. Be sure to check our hosts, Thelma Hall and Craftin' by the Pond. They host Stampin' Sunday. Anyone can join Stampin' Sunday and share what they're doing with stamps. Just search the hashtag Stamping Sunday and get inspired by all the ways you can stamp. Keep on scrapping and paper crafting, everyone.